Hi and welcome to my channel. Today we are going to be making this cute and fun Candyland snowman for Christmas, so stick around and we'll go over what we need. So first off, we're going to need a pumpkin, stackable pumpkin. It was like $1.50 I think at Dollar Tree, and I got this hat that you could get at Hobby Lobby, and I spray painted it with red spray paint. And then I put some spray glue, sprayed it with spray glue, and then used this glitter I got from Hobby Lobby. And then I spray glued it again just to help it stick. And then I added some Epsom salt to it. And that's what I did with the hat. And that's what it looks like. It kind of makes it look like a candied look. So then you'll need some pipe cleaners, some Mod Podge, some different glues. I got tacky glue, some glitter I got at Hobby Lobby, some different mints and candies and candy canes and different things that you want to use, snowflakes. I got some puffy paint, some hot glue, some more peppermint little candies, and some sprinkles made out of polymer clay. I do have a video showing you how to do that. A rolling pin, and just a little thing to cut the clay, some little gingerbread, some air dry foam clay, which I get bows off of Amazon, and some white bows clay, and some green, and then some spackling I get at Home Depot, and then just a round circular tip and a really round large tip, which I get at Hobby Lobby. So we're going to connect the pumpkin here, and I was struggling a little bit for it to snap. As you can see, I'm struggling, so I just had to really put some pressure on it, and then it finally snapped together. And so now I'm going to show you what I'm doing with the arms. I'm going to take some Mod Podge, and I'm just going to cover it with Mod Podge all around each side, and then I'm going to sprinkle it with some glitter and then some Epsom salt here to make it kind of have like a sugared look to it with a little bit of sparkle. And then you're just I'm not gonna do it all on camera just because it takes a while to dry. Then you're gonna twist it like that, and we'll stick that in the side of the pumpkin for its arms. But after you do that, just let it completely dry before you twist it and adhere it, so that would have to be done the next day. Then I attached the hat with some hot glue, and you can also use some super glue just to make it extra secure. Then I'm taking air dry foam clay and dark brown and just cutting out a circular one for the eyes. And then I'm going to put some super glue on the back of that, some tacky glue, and just a little bit of hot glue to make it stick quicker, and then attach that for the eyes. Now here I'm just showing you how to make a nose. Because I already have one made, so just so you have the idea of how to do it, I kind of make that shape, and then I take a toothpick and press it to give it some lines, and then that's how you make the nose. And again, I'm putting more than one glue on, hot glue, so it adheres immediately. And then you can put tacky glue or super glue on there to help it stick. And then you'll want to take a little bit of white paint on the end of a paintbrush or a toothpick, and then just give it a little circle for the eyes. And then I'm hot gluing the nose to the pumpkin. And then to make the mouth, I just took air dry foam clay and the dark chocolate, and I'm making these little circular balls, about 5 or 6 of them. Try to make them the same size, and then once they dry, so give it 24 hours, once it dries, then you can attach it to the pumpkin with glue. Just take some super glue with a toothpick and just put it on the little ball piece, and then put the mouth on. So you won't see me do that here because they need to dry, but here I'm putting the little white dot for the eyes for the snowman. Now we're going to work out rolling a scarf. I'm going to condition the clay, the air dry foam clay in green. I am going to mix it with a little bit of white just to soften the green just a little bit. We're going to mix it together really good, and then we're going to roll it out. And then I'm just going to hold it up to see if it's long enough. It's not, so I'm going to need to add some more clay because I need it to be longer for the scarf. So again, just mix it and condition it really good, and then roll it back out. And again, just hold it up to your pumpkin to make sure that it is going to be long enough to your liking. And yet I want it a little bit longer. So now I'm just going to take this and go down the whole edge so it's a smoother edge. And then I'm just going to rub my fingers along the side to smooth it out, any little jagged pieces that are there. And then I'm going to take off a little bit more because I want it to be just a little bit thinner. It was still a little too thick to go around the neck. And then again, just smooth it out with your fingers. And we're going to lay that around and then cross over there, and then I'm going to cut it. And I'm going to take little tiny scissors and then just cut a fringe in the bottom of the scarf, like this. And then I don't do this step on camera because, again, I want to let that dry before I do it. But I'm going to put Mod Podge glue on it, and then I will add some glitter and some the bath salt stuff to it to give it the sugared look like I did the house. So I will not do that on camera. I'll have to do that later, so that way it has time to dry. Here I'm going to hot glue these mint buttons. Those mint buttons I had gotten off of Temu. They come in red and green, so I'm just going to rotate it here. And then I'm going to attach a snowflake to the scarf. And again, later I'll glitter and Epsom salt the scarf to give it more of a sugared look and lighten it up and make it sparkly. Now I'm taking the scissors and just poking a hole in the side so that way you can put the pipe cleaner in. Now this one I have here is not the sugared finish one, but just so you have an idea of what it looks like. Again, do your thing, but let it dry for at least 24 hours before you put it in. But this one does not have it, but just so you can get the idea of what it looks like. Make the hole big enough until it slides in. And it looks like my cat wanted to come and say hi. Sometimes she likes to make an appearance on the video. So I'm taking some tacky glue and attaching that to the scarf. So now I'm taking this puff paint and I'm just going to go around the whole pumpkin making a chocolate drip. And here, just for the sake of being able to hold on to the pumpkin, I'm not going to go the whole way around on video, but I'm just going to do a little bit here so you have an idea of what to do. Usually I do these steps in phases and let each one dry before moving on to the next. So I would do this part, put the sprinkles on, put the glitter on, and let it dry. And then the next day I'll do the next step. So here I'm just putting different sprinkles. There's my cat Pepperoni. And then I'm just rotating it, the different sprinkles. The red, white, green, and I have little white snowflakes and little mint candies on there. Now again, I would go around the whole pumpkin, but did not for the sake of the video, because I would mess it up trying to hold and maneuver and turn the pumpkin. So it just does not work. So next I'm going to take my spackling with the big circular bottom, And I'm just going to put spackle all around the bottom of the very bottom base of the pumpkin. And just go, and again, I'm not going to do the whole thing just because trying to hold it and maneuver it, I'm going to mess it up. So I'm just going to do the front so you have an idea of what it will look like. So I have the spackling there, I'll add glitter to it, and here I'm going to put a gingerbread, put a little bit of hot glue and stick it into the spackling, and that'll help adhere it as well. And then I'm going to take these little mint candies, which I got from Hobby Lobby, inside of a Christmas ornament, and then put one on each side, and taking some air dry foam clay, and I'm going to roll it out and make a marshmallow. And we're going to put that along the bottom on each side. So I'm going to follow this pattern the whole way around the pumpkin, which I will not do on video just because I don't want to mess up the chocolate from above by holding and maneuvering. So I'll wait till it dries to finish. And here I'm going to put a candy cane in and just kind of follow this pattern going around the pumpkin. You could do whatever pattern you would choose. It doesn't have to be just like mine, but just have fun with it. Put different candies and different things along the bottom. Okay, so my next step, now I'm going to take some little sprinkles and put that down in the spackling around the candies and the marshmallows and the gingerbread, just scattering them throughout. And I'm going to take some more of the chocolate, and then I'm just going to drizzle it on top of the marshmallow, give it a drip look. And then I'm going to put a mint candy sprinkle on top or a snowflake on top, whichever you choose. And now I'm going to take a styrofoam little half of a ball or an egg that I use, put a little bit of spackling and glue to attach it to the top of the hat. And then I'm going to take the white spackling with the big circle, and I'm going to go around the top. And that little ball in the center will give the whipped cream on top some height. And then I'm just going to add some glitter to that. And then I'm going to add a gingerbread and some sprinkles and mints going all around on the whipped cream on top. And again, I would add a little bit of hot glue to the gingerbread or some super glue. And then as you see, when you put something standing up in the spackling, in just a few minutes it will start to topple. So I'm going to push it back up, and eventually I break off a part of a toothpick and put that in behind the gingerbread so it would prevent it from falling backwards, and it'll help hold it upright. And then you can just remove that later. But here I'm just scattering the sprinkles all the way around. So you can have a lot of fun decorating if you like Candyland theme, sweets theme. This is a really fun design to do with those Dollar Tree pumpkins. Please let me know if you're going to try and make this in the comments, or if you've made something else with the pumpkins, what you've made. I would love to know. And also, if you like this video, please like, share, and subscribe so my video gets out to more people. And so here I'm taking some more spackling going around the base of the hat. I'll go the whole way around, but for the video I'm only doing the front again. So then I'm just gluing these peppermints all on the hat. And then I'm going to put some sprinkles in the top too. The little chocolate round things. And then I'm going to take the puff paint as well and put some on a little bit of drip effect on the top of the mints. And it just ties the chocolate on the bottom to the middle and now to the top to tie it all together. I just think it looks really cute and fun. Let me know what you think in the comments. Thanks so much for clicking and watching on this video. So glad you joined me. I can't wait to share what else I have for you. And this is the finished one that I've already done in red and white. So just do different colors, whatever you like. Just have fun with it. Have a great day.